Alright guys, what's up? This is a video going over my mods. Everyone else got their bike out for their CBR250R. Might as well put mine out there. Let you know what you guys think. Maybe give you some ideas on what you can do. I'm going to price every one of these out, every single one I've done. You know, whether I think they were worth it and stuff like that. Just quick overview. It's going to be a quick video. I'm not going to waste all your time. So, this is a 2011 CBR250R. Got it for around $2,500 with under 2,000 miles on it. Since then, it's had around a little bit over 3,000 miles on it. We're just getting into the summer of 2015. About to start riding. I bought it early September last year. It was still warm out. Had some money. Why not? When I got the bike, the only mod that was done on this thing was the exhaust, which is great for me because it was the most expensive mod. This is a Yoshimura TRC slip-on exhaust, just a straight slip-on, no mid-pipe, nothing like that. These things go for around $315 or something like that. I bet you can get them lower now. This is the stainless steel one. They got the carbon one for like $500. But there's another couple. There's a dude named Twist a Wrist on YouTube. He used to have a CBR250R and he had a carbon fiber exhaust. If you want to see what that is and what it costs, go over to that video. He's got a mod on his. But this thing is definitely loud. Definitely sounds great in the lower, sounds great in the highs, RPMs, and I think it's a good look. I would prefer the carbon fiber, but I really don't want to shed any money for it. And it's definitely a must, if not only for safety, but for style, and also for sound. You know, I'd rather be annoying and, you know, people will know I'm there than, you know, silent and courteous. Front, I do know that this is the first thing I did. This is the stock windscreen. I plasti dipped the inside of this windscreen. I see multiple people do it. Just put a couple coats on, and that makes the outside opaque and black, and it looks good. It's not a direct match. It's not as black as this actual black, but the only way you would really know that is if you were being an asshole and nitpicking my bike, or I pointed it out to you. So for the price of like a $2 can at Walmart or something, you know, I think it's a good investment. I like it. The windscreen doesn't do shit anyway, so you're not going to look through it. You know, it actually does the gauge cluster a little bit more justice in the daylight. It's in the shadows, so you can see it better. Next thing are my adjustable levers. These are just obviously some knockoffs. I'm not putting ASV or whatever it's called, or, you know, Pazzo knockoff or Pazzo levers on a 250. You know, when the other ones work just as good. I got these for like $35 from Amazon. Couldn't tell you the exact company, but, you know, just look on Amazon. I will say, functionality wise, they work exactly the same on the brake. I have noticed it's a little bit later on the clutch release on the left, on the clutch lever. You know, if I'm pulling it in, it engages a little bit quicker and a little bit more sudden. But it's nothing you can't compensate just by, you know, riding it for a day and getting used to it. People say these things seem to wiggle, and, you know, they got some play in them, but not same amount as the stock ones. Next thing is this ram mount. There's a lot of people that are using this on their bikes. This is a universal X grip. I've got an iPod in it to show. This thing is strong. It will not fall out. That's me really trying to get it out of there. Don't worry about vibration. Don't worry. If you hit a fucking semi, this thing is probably going to stay in. Which is not your worries at that point, but I mean, come on. This was like $14 or something like that. It's just a carbon fiber cover. I thought it looked kind of good. I like it rather than just the giant steel one. This was like, you know, obviously $14 or something like that from Amazon as well. I did debadge it. That was free. Once you take these CBR250R stickers off, obviously there's a whole coating of glue on them, but I found, you know, generic rubbing alcohol and a good, you know, elbow workout gets it out pretty good enough. And use heat too. Put an air dryer on it. I took the mirrors off. That was cheap enough. They're right over here. I didn't like the look of them, and I only saw my shoulder. So in the state I live in, Michigan, it's only required for you to have one mirror when you're on a motor vehicle. So I put this on the left side. This is just a simple 3-inch round convex mirror, and I actually see the road behind me perfectly. If you want to know more about how these work and go in there, look around on YouTube, or I can do a video if you guys really requested enough. These are really, really good. All right, I'd highly, highly recommend these. You buy these, they were like 20 bucks, and they come with 2 of them, and they're simple as shit. Next, let's move to the rear. I do have a Targa fender eliminator kit. I chose this for a couple reasons. One, I also wanted to integrate a taillight, so I didn't need any turn signals. 2, I like the look of it better than the hot bodies or the Yoshimura. The hot bodies is like 40 bucks, obviously, but you know, it's shit, and it doesn't even eliminate anything. It just looks like a smaller fender. The Yoshimura has the craftsmanship skills of a 4-year-old like macaroni sculpture, and it's like $120. Like, what are you doing? And it sets it all the way out here, so it still kind of looks like a whale tail. My license plate's kind of fucked, but this was $70. I got it from, I think it was like Mad Hornets or something like that.com. I don't know. I just Googled it. I really, really like this. It's very, very, very sturdy, and it's relatively simple to install as long as you don't have your thumb up your dick. Then I have a Competition Works smoked out integrated tail light. Get a good look at that. It is black, and then it lights up red. Doesn't strobe. You can get a sequential tail light from Moto Dynamics, I think. That one strobes, but it's clear, and I didn't really want the clear. These blinkers are pretty bright. They're brighter than the stock one, and it really cleans up the rear end of the bike. All right, now we're gonna move on to one of the biggest upgrades, which is probably what you've already noticed, is the black wheels and the black foot peg and passenger foot peg brackets. I got these done by a local powder coater. They are powder coated gloss black, no pearlizer, no glossifier on it, nothing, just regular gloss black. These, oh, by the way, the integrated taillight was $55, and that shipped from some fucking site, I don't know. This powder coating job, I think, was hands down one of the best upgrades. It really, really makes the bike stand out, really makes it look good. I didn't like that aluminum that it had on it. Like, why would you make a black bike if you're just gonna have a bunch of regular aluminum on it, you know? So, a couple things about this. One, it cost $100 for me to do the whole thing. It was very, very cheap, even for powder coating. And this is a quality job. The guy that I went to, he's a great dude. I went to one person before him, and they were like, yeah, we could probably do those wheels in like 2 or 3 weeks for around $250, $260. You can just throw in the brackets and we'll do those too. And I thought that was a pretty good price, and to some people that pretty much is. But don't stop looking around. I found out by a local bike shop. He recommended me to this one guy, half-hour away. Called him up, like, yeah, we can do them. And I was like, how much is it gonna cost? He'd be like, probably under $100 or right around there. And I was like, fucking deal. Definitely a great look. I like it. And if you don't, I don't need you in my life. Next one is the CNC billet aluminum spool sliders. These were $70 from some site or whatever, and yeah, that is kind of expensive, but I wanted something that fit on the end. I didn't like the padlock, just putting 2 plates under your swing arm and lifting your bike up like that. I wanted a good quality spool sliders on those, and those are pretty good. They work with a bike stand for spools too, which is what I got. These are Venom stands, and they are really, really nice. You don't need a pit bull or any shit like that for a $250, but these work with spools. So being that I got spools for my bike, I was able to get a stand that would not only work for this one, but for any future bikes. So that's that. Let me show you the headlight. I didn't really do anything crazy with the headlight, but a couple things. So get it in there. There's your headlight. This is Sylvania Ultra. It was like, $30 or whatever. And it is definitely brighter. There's a slight more blue tint to it. Definitely in the high beam is more blue tint to it, but it is brighter and better light output than your stock. I'd highly recommend switching up to that. I also have these red LEDs in instead of the stock halogen ones. If you're curious about these, I have some examples. I got some white ones too, just for curiosity's sake, just to see how they would look. Here you go. So what these do is this circuit is called, I think it's like a 9007 or something. You can look at that. But these are also called a 194. But these were very, very cheap. They come in red. I think they had a nice little look to it. But look up 194 LED lights, black, blue, or whatever. These came from Walmart. You can go to Walmart and get these, and these are bright white. These are bright white, whiter than that headlight can possibly go. So that's what I would recommend for switching those out. You know, they can add a little bit more character to your bike and make people, you know, look twice. But let me show you the last upgrade, and then I'll leave you guys. LED lights. This is a LED underglow advanced 3 million, something like that setup. This is 6 strips, 2 4-inch strips in the back, and 2 on each side of the side fairings, one being an 8-inch strip and one being a 6-inch strip. They are just running right there and then back here. So there's the 8-inch and there's the 6-inch, and if you can get a good look, there's the 2 4-inches. They come with 3M adhesive on the side of them. You can get them, I think it's called ledunderglow.com or something like that. But really, really good. They were $100 for an 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-piece set. You can get an 8-piece set if you want to light down the bottom or the front hugger more. But I think this is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. I wanted to light up the rear tire. I wanted to light up the engine bay, and it does it perfect. These come in red. They come in blue. I love the blue. I think blue looks fucking sweet. They come in purple, green. It looks like lime, cyan or whatever. Orange, indigo, like something like that. Lime green or something like that. It looks like more of a white blue. That looks like more of a teal. That's more of a light purple. That's another blue. There's another kind of blue. That's white. Changes color. You can change it really fast, so give people aneurysms. Or you can slow it down, and it'll go. So D to turn it on and off. A to cycle through solid colors and going to the second to last one, which is cycle automatically, and then the very last one is a fade. So we're now on the fade. And then B and C for the fade and the cycle, the automated cycle, change the speeds on how fast. So B, if I click B a couple times, it'll fade way fast, really fast. If I click C, it'll slow down. Now it's going from a yellow to orange, and then getting into red, and then it's gonna go to purple, white, you know, there we go. And then back to red. Now with each color, you've probably seen this shit. Why am I even telling you? But with each color, you can flash it 3 times, you can flash it twice, you can fade it. Each color can do that. Fade. That's probably completely fucking illegal. Look at that. That's awesome. Future mods. Might put a K&N air filter in this. And then I found some online. They sell some CBR mirror block offs that say they fit the 250. I'm gonna get some black ones, maybe for $40. Oh, very, very last one. This thing is called Throttle Buddy. This came with the bike too. This is really cool. I actually really love this. It's not so much like a cruise control or whatever, but it lets you rest your palm on it right there, and you can change where you want it, and it just clamps down via pressure. So you can, maybe you want it low, if you want it really high. I think it's really good just because it gives you a more, if I push like this, I'm getting a better sense of where the throttle is. If I'm just twisting it regular, it's not that good. But if I am able to move it out from the rotation point, move the pressure to the rear, I'm able to go slowly and more gradually, which on a 250 in the lower RPMs is way better than dun, dun, you know. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, if you have any questions, go fuck yourself and then ask them.